Hello, welcome to this micro edition of OMFG Sarkar. I'm your host Ash Sarkar at IO Caesar for our new robot overlords, and today I'm here to chat Feminist Fictions, celebrating badasses from screen and page in honour of International Women's Day. Why am I talking about imaginary women rather than the real life heroines who have fought the patriarchy throughout history? Well, firstly, I'm in a mountain of debt from doing literature at uni, and I want to wring some usefulness out of my degree for once. And secondly, and most importantly, I'm interested in how culture, high and low, popular and obscure, shapes our politics. How we have to navigate the imperfect and the problematic, and somehow we emerge as radical subjects. The first feminist BAMF that I want to talk about today, and probably my first feminist hero ever, is Willow Rosenberg. Let me repeat that. Willow flayed a dude, fucking Rosenberg from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I absolutely idolised her as a kid, and I still do now. I don't think I'm alone in saying that she basically taught me how to feel. Alison Hannigan's face has just this wonderful gift for pathos. I always found her the more relatable, compelling character, much more so than Buffy, because she was fallible. She made mistakes, she kissed Xander, don't know why you would ever do that. She flayed a dude, although I don't count that as a mistake because that was great. And she is consistently plagued by self-doubt even as she grows into her powers. I identified so strongly with that as a young witch growing up. And if there's any line more iconic than "bored now," then I have yet to hear it. From Sunnydale to the Indian subcontinent, my next righteous feminist hero is Mary Oraon from Mahasetwa Devi's short story The Hunt, which is this stunning critique of capitalist development in post-colonial India, and I thoroughly recommend that you read it. Mary is the illegitimate daughter of a white man and an Adivasi, which means tribal, woman. So she's both at the margins of society, but weirdly also the centre of her community, because everyone's scared of her. She's got a razor-sharp tongue, she takes no shit from anyone, and she also has a machete. Without giving too much away, because I really recommend that you read this story, the central conflict emerges when a logging company moves into the area to clear the forest, and Mary, along with other Adivasi women, are drafted in to help with the, lumber, timber. And basically there's this really sleazy foreman who assumes that because Mary is an illegitimate child, because she's an Adivasi woman, and also because she's engaged to be married to a Muslim man, that she must be sexually loose and available. And so he spends most of this story pursuing her. And on the one hand, you'd see this as quite a classic, somewhat sexist narrative in which the body of the woman is twinned with the exploited natural resource, and sexual exploitation becomes the vehicle for understanding other forms of capitalist exploitation. However, because Devi is an amazing author, she totally subverts this trope, and she has Mary be very much in control of herself and her body and her sexuality, but also the space around her. What I love about Devi's writing is that she takes radical political violence and puts it in the hands of the subaltern woman. So a woman who has been impressed by colonialism and then also by the post-colonial state as well. My last but by no means final feminist fiction is Grado from Pedro Almodovar's All About My Mother. And I could have chosen any character from that film to be my feminist icon. And to be honest with you, it was a close run thing between Grado and Penelope Cruz as a pregnant nun. But it's Grado, the trans sex worker turned stagehand who truly owns my heart. When I first watched the film as a fresher, I remember being absolutely captivated by Grado's presence on screen. And it wasn't just that she was warm and that she was witty, but it was about this incredible sense of self-ownership and her commitment to the power of fiction and self-fashioning. That scene where she tells her life story in front of a theatre audience has always stayed with me. And it's this moment of triumphant self-revelation, sure, but it's also an insight into the performativity of all identity, and the playfulness and the radical potential of that playfulness when you recognise that everything is constructed, everything's a performance, every woman's an actress. TLDR, Grado introduced me to queer theory and I love her for it. So now I want to know what you think. I want to hear about your favourite badass women of fiction. So tweet at me at IO Caesar, use the hashtag OMFGSarkar, or abuse the organisation as a whole at Novara Media. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.